Hey friends, Megan Elizabeth from ByMeganElizabeth.com, founder and creator of She Makes Club, here to do some Bible journaling following up after Easter. So I decided to pull out my pocket Bible journal, and I'm going to do the He is Risen, where the angel came to Mary Magdalene in Matthew 28. And I'm going to use some of my close to my heart masking tape because this is just my absolute favorite masking tape in all of the world. The rolls sometimes can stick on themselves and make me a little bit crazy, but I love how gentle it is, especially for Bible journaling with the thinner pages, and how I can cut it and even use paper punches with it and things like that as well, which is really great. So that's actually what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take the roll and I'm going to take my 1 inch circle punch that I have to create another like circle masking. I kind of thought that would be fun to do like a little bit of a sun. So here I'm just taking the punching it out, and then I'm going to place that in the top corner of my page. But I really just wanted to do this following up from Easter, really reflecting on Mary Magdalene going to the tomb where Jesus was. And in Matthew 28, the angel said to the woman, "Do not be afraid, for I know that you are looking for Jesus who was crucified. He is not here. He has risen, just as he said. Come and see the place where he lay. Then go and quickly tell his disciples, he is risen from the dead and is going ahead of you into Galilee. There you will see him. Now I have told you." And the woman hurried. So what I wanted to do was just really reflect and look upon that. So I decided to use some mustard seed, distress oxide ink, some rustic wilderness, and then speckled egg is the blue for the sky. And I'm going to use some close to my heart pewter ink with some alpha stamps to do He is Risen. I'm going to kind of mix it up a little bit. This is a set that close to my heart had a while back. I'm actually not sure if it's still in the catalog. I don't think it is, which this year I'm using a lot more things that may be retired. I really have been wanting to use my stash, and so that's what I'm focused on. But any alphabet stamp set will work. I also took a little stencil. This is from the new Close to My Heart catalog also, just to kind of give some additional texture. You can really just see I kind of blended and set those colors apart just to kind of give it just some depth and some interest. Really learning how to play with these more and more, and it really just comes from doing and mixing the different colors and seeing how they play out. And I'm still relatively new to doing this type of art journaling in Bibles also, but I just really love sharing it. I also do set and prep all of my Bible pages with the clear gesso, so that those inks aren't bleeding through. And also keeping in mind that the Close to My Heart is a water-based ink, so that ink is going to react with the Distress Oxide inks as well. So it's going to almost give a little bit of like a speckled look, which I really like. Now I'm going to grab some chipped sapphire for He and do that all in bold capital letters. And then I'm going to grab a really tiny stamp font set that I have. This is the tiny one, is actually from Michael's, and it's, you know, those like dollar alpha stamp sets, which I just think are great to have on hand, and I really like using them, especially with this traveler size Bible journal. I will leave links to things that are available that you can pick up either on Amazon or through my shop at bymeganelizabeth.com/shop. But I just really wanted to share kind of the process and the ways in which I'm doing some of this stuff. It's just been on my heart for a while, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to finally step out and do this. I'm also planning on doing Bible meditations over on a different channel that will be utilizing some of these things as well, but I wanted to give you more of the how I'm doing this. This is a border stamp that I have had in my collection for a very long time. I don't even know where it came from. It's not in the packaging, but I made a mistake. So I made a little whoopsies because I ink too far across and I didn't blot that off. So I'm like, whoops, oh well, we're going to just leave that there. But it says, "Oh, happy day." And I'm blending it because I don't like the way it didn't stamp clean. I made a mess with it. I'm like, okay, well, that's the beauty of Distress Oxide inks, is they stay wet long enough and you can blend it back out. So I'm removing my border that I already created, and what I want to do is there's a stamp here from Sweet and Sassy Stamps, and it says Jesus Wins, and I want to take that and put that in this little corner where I want to do a little bit of like a sun rising kind of thing, or sun in the corner. So I'm just using that Distress Oxide mustard seed color, and I'm gonna take then the chip sapphire and do the Jesus Wins in the corner of the sun as well. So like I said, I've been playing with this a lot, even though there's some imperfections and mistakes. I wanted to be able to share this with you. And then this is just some stickles. This one is actually from close to my heart. They carry a lot of Ranger and Tim Holtz products now, which is awesome. So I just added some shimmer and glitter to this. And I actually did find ways to kind of blot out and remove some of the Distress Oxide messes that I've made, which is great. I'll be sharing more tips on that as we go along. But I just want to heat set it with my heat gun. And that's about it. I'm going to take some pictures of it so you can see a little bit up close. You can see how I kind of blended it and how those different cross lines come in. And then I also highlighted that verse, that portion that I read in Matthew 28. Thank you so much for watching today. And I hope you'll come along and join us over at She Makes Club, where we share a lot of telling our stories, live creative workshops every month, and all kinds of exclusive member content on your Cricut and so much more. I'd love to see you again soon. I hope you'll please subscribe and share. And as always, enjoy the moments. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.